Yo, what's up, guys? This is Why Not Be Reckless, aka Why Not Be Cast. I'm one of the HCS commentators, and we have another HCS report where today we're going to be talking about all about Rostermania, Eunited, G1, Shopify Rebellion, Spacestation Gaming, and more coming right at you. Without any further ado, let's get right into it. Right after I tell you to hit that subscribe button, comment down below, follow me on Twitch, TikTok, and all my other socials. Gotta plug it somewhere. Okay, let's get started. Right off the rip. This is totally not an edited part of the video because Eunited decided to drop an absolute bomb literally 5 hours after we recorded our video just this morning. But Eunited decided to drop their entire roster that includes, or I shouldn't say drop, because all it says is part ways. We don't know if they decided to drop them or if maybe the players decided not to renew their contracts going into season 2. As far as what we do know is Snipe Down deciding to go to Apex. We do know that all the 3 other players, including their coach Chig, no longer being signed going into season 2. And we also know that even Lady Echidna, one of I wouldn't say one of my favorite Halo content creator that there is in the Halo sphere, because she is literally legitimately one of the funniest, the funniest person that we have in Halo, are no longer rocking the Eunited banner. Judging by the wording, I don't think that Eunited are actually leaving the scene. In fact, I even gotten word that the likes of Spartan and other professional players have confirmed that each of the partner teams will be moving on to season 2, but deciding to go maybe a different direction. Maybe they try to target, Native Reds roster, and try to go in that former KCP roster that eventually got 3rd place over at Worlds. Maybe they target them or another roster. I'm not exactly sure. All I know is that Suspector, YNOT, Rain, and Coach Chig, even Lady Echidna, no longer under that Eunited banner. Next up, in some more juicier news, we got to talk about G1 and their situation. Now I will say, I reached out to some of the members of G1 to try to comment, and to try to comment about the situation. I was going to make a whole video dedicated to just G1. I will say that the information I got was definitely a little bit more personal, a lot more than I expected, and I think I have a little bit of responsibility to know what to, I guess, quote unquote, report, and know what to just keep my mouth shut about. So I will say I'm gonna give you the basic level stuff when it comes to G1, and the need to know, if you will. So Devonator tweets out this tweet to the public: "Some people are paid actors, and I can't wait until the truth comes to light. Quick to destroy other people's hard work just to turn around and act like they supported them the whole time. Selfish people shouldn't get involved in a team sport." Now, this could be going after one person, but he also says some people, so it could be multiple people. He could be targeting multiple, just bam, bam, bam. I don't know, a triple, an overkill. I don't know, man. Could be going on a killing spree right now, but shots were fired, is what I know. And they hit harder than any S7 that I've seen in Halo Infinite. When I read this, even shortly below, Squall putting out the GIF, the GIF, putting out the multimedia thingy. And you see my man's right here. So this could be one of two things. It looks like he's not missing. So as the kids would say, the man don't miss, and it could be just him agreeing with what he's saying. You also got to realize that a player on their team name is Swish, obviously in reference to basketball, and this can very much mean that he's targeting him. Like, the shots are being fired towards him. I don't know. But what I do know is that there's trouble in paradise. And even though G1 were a phenomenal team, late towards the season, G1 with the ultimate Dark Horse squad, we're talking about 2nd place during the NA Super, I believe top 8 in Orlando. And a lot of people's pick to make it into that oh so heavy top 6 category going into Worlds. Sadly, ended up getting double first rounded in bracket play and exiting a lot earlier than expected. And clearly, like we said, there's trouble in paradise, and we're going to see, if not 1, if not 2, maybe even a 3-player change over towards G1 backed by that is Devastator's next tweet. Who's actually serious about season 2? DMs are open. So again, this could be a situation where maybe G1 are dropping one player. They're trying to bring one on board. Maybe they're dropping two, bringing two. The wording of this tweet doesn't know if he's talking about 1, 2, or even 3 players. Maybe Dev is leaving, the core 3 stays. Honestly, there's so many possibilities, but we do know there's at least going to be one change, at a minimum one opening, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's 2, if not 3. G1 are going to look a lot different going into season 2. And it's sad to say. Honestly, it is sad to say because this team was so damn good. And I would have loved to see them come to stay together. Stay together. Next up, Spacestation Gaming. Recently, Spacestation Gaming picked up the #1 Latin American team from the Pittsburgh Knights. It was Atso, Pelu, Drift, and Tapping Buttons. Now, Pelu wasn't able to get his visa situation situated, so we didn't see him at Orlando or Worlds. He actually had their coach filling in, Coach Nugget, who actually played really well, might I add. He actually had Coach Nugget filling in, and sadly, it looks like they're going in a little bit of a different direction, not dropping Pelu, but dropping Atso from the roster, and that led me to just question, okay, so who are they picking up? Like, you know me, I'm nosy. I'm nosy as hell. I needed to know. I'm like, you dropping that, so you better bring in a freaking monster. Are you bringing in Coach Nugget? Or are you bringing in somebody from the #2 Latin American squad or below? So I did a little investigating, and we found them scrims. Scrim against what I believe to be Proton Gaming, Common, Haynes, Cortex, and Posey. We see Drift. We see Pelu. We see Tapping Buttons. Okay, Pelu's back. And then we see Nasty Bullet. And if you guys don't remember Nasty Bullet filling in for Pelu when Pelu was living over in Colombia and couldn't compete under the Latin American Mexican tournaments. So Pelu was out. Nasty Bullet was in, but once Pelu came back, that left Nasty Bullet without a home. So eventually Bullet ends up exiting the squad. Pelu comes in, but now Bullet is now coming back in place of Atso. So really excited to see. Obviously this move wasn't made to get better within the Latin American region. This move was, they're already the #1 team in Latin America, and to be honest with you, it really wasn't all that close. Like, they were winning literally every single tournament. I think there was a stint where Sintanegra did give them a challenge, but they still came out on top in one of the biggest tournaments in Latin America. So this was a move that was made to get better going into international play. This was not just about getting better within their own region, and I'm excited for that. We saw Ascend make the same decision, dropping Shady and bringing in Respectful again, just to improve their international play. We're going to see exactly how that plays out, and the same here for Spacestation Gaming. Next up, Shopify Rebellion. Shopify Rebellion, man, I was big on this roster. I was huge on them, and I really thought they were going to be one of the dark horse teams to make it out of open bracket going back at Orlando. I thought they were monstrous. They're new to Halo. You have a bunch of Gears of War players, Joey Cherish coming from Apex, and they were new to Halo, but they played with a fundamental of a professional veteran team, and with some better fundamentals and coordination than some professional teams. Honestly, Shopify Rebellion towards the tail end of the season really were doing well. I think they beat out like Quadrant and Oxygen Esports, obviously online, but during the Eunited Grunt Classic, like Shopify Rebellion were killing it, and sadly weren't able to get their exact expectations over at Orlando and decided they want to go a different direction. I love Joey Cherish. I've gotten the chance to play with him in matchmaking. I've seen him play on Oxygen. I've seen him play on Shopify. He's great, explosive, makes freaking plays. I love these two. But it seems like Mental and Precision want to go a little bit of a different direction. And we'll be doing that going into Season 2. And finally, another team that I thought was really starting to figure it out was Status Quo. Oh man, status quo with the free for all phenoms. You know, Bobster, Necessity, all them. In fact, Bobster won the free for all at Worlds. Bobster literally won the free for all at Worlds, and it looks like status quo might be going in a bit of a different direction. And we're going to see some of these players who were locked in be restricted free agents. I believe some of them actually unrestricted free agents from the status quo roster. Either way, they're going to be able to explore different options. I actually heard word that Necessity before Suspector joined Eunited. I actually got word that Necessity was scrimming and practicing with Eunited and was their number 2 option. If they didn't end up going with Suspector, they would have actually snatched up Necessity, the 19-year-old phenom, from status quo, and we might have saw Necessity rocking that blue, red, and white. That's how good this kid is. So watch out. You might see some of these players on some great rosters. I'm excited to see exactly where they end up going, but there's a chance that they may not be doing it together. And that's your HCS weekly report going into season 2. I predict that we're going to see another crazy storm. In the first Rostermania, we saw 14 of the top 16 teams change. And to be honest with you, I think this time it's going to be another 12 or 13. If your name is in Cloud9 or Optic, and to be honest with you, I'm not sure about Cloud9, I see changes within your future. And you already know I'm going to be here to let you guys know about it. Have a good one, guys. But again, make sure you subscribe down below. Comment that you love this kind of content and what exactly you want to see going further. And make sure to be up on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, and wherever I am. I'm all over the place. Throw a dart at your monitor. You'll find me. Have a good one, guys. Peace.